I'm delighted to be talking to Sarah Wren this morning, and Chief Executive, and we are going to have a chat about Meals on Wheels. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
Lovely to have you. Thank you for giving up your time to talk to me today. And we want to talk to you about HILS.
Fantastic. Yes, well, HILS is a charitable social enterprise, and it actually stands for Health and Independent Living Support. And that's what we try to do as an organisation, help people to be healthy and help them to live independently at home.
And that works very well, doesn't it, for those people? Because it can be difficult if they get moved somewhere that they actually don't want to be.
That's right. I mean, there are many reasons why we can lose our independence. But actually, one of the things that's really important is that if people want to stay in their own home, which after all is what most of us want to do, they can have that little bit of help to really help them to stay at home happily.
What exactly? I know you're talking about keeping them in their own homes. Where do you come in with actually for the meals?
Well, HILS actually started back in 2007, based in Hertfordshire, and it has grown to be the largest provider of Meals on Wheels in a not-for-profit way across the whole country. So in Hertfordshire, we deliver over 500,000 meals a year. And recently, we've been really excited to actually start delivering meals in West Sussex as well. And we hope to be delivering about 190,000 meals a year in all of the West Sussex area.
That is a lot of meals, Sarah.
It is indeed. But what we do is we provide Meals on Wheels and a tea-pack service in West Sussex as well. And we take it hot and delicious and ready to eat every day to someone in their home, which means that along with a wonderfully nutritious meal, the person is also getting some daily interaction. They're getting a welfare check. They get to know the team member who delivers to them. So it's not just about having nutritious food. It's also about knowing that someone is looking out for you and caring for you.
And some of these people probably wouldn't see anybody every day.
Sadly, that's really true. Many people don't have a support network, or maybe they have family that live a very long way away. So we can be the only person who's seen, which is why it's so important that we're there 365 days a year if someone needs us.
And I can imagine how happy they are to see their driver come along with their food.
Absolutely. And I think as well, it's probably worth saying that some people think that, it is okay just to eat a sandwich or just to have a few biscuits. But actually staying well nourished is one of the most important things that we can do to stay well. And another thing that a lot of people don't realise is that it's not normal to lose weight as you get older. So if someone has discovered that they're starting to lose weight unintentionally, or if maybe they're finding that they're going off their food and they're just not eating as much, do give us a call because we may be able to really help.
Obviously, they don't really feel up to cooking their own meal.
That's right. And also sometimes people, don't feel strong enough or well enough, or also because they're just not feeling safe cooking a meal. We can help people short term or long term. So we know that this winter there may be quite a nasty flu around. So if someone unfortunately, gets unwell, if they need that little bit of help to recover, we can just help for a few days or for a week or two to help them get back on their feet. Equally, if it helps them every day of the year, we're there for them just as much.
And of course, if the person who turns up there and they can see there's something not quite right, what would they do? Come back to you, or would they take it back to perhaps family?
Well, they go straight back to our wonderful office team, who will first of all try to contact friends and family if the person has told us that that's their preference, and we try and get help from them. If someone doesn't have that, or if we can't get help, then we'll contact the wonderful team at West Sussex County Council, who are supporting us in this service. And if we need to get extra help, if we really can't find anyone, eventually we may ask the police to help us track that person down as well. But we never leave someone without knowing that they're okay. Occasionally, unfortunately, we'll find that when we do go in, someone is being taken unwell, and then we'll make sure that we summon emergency services or the person's GP so that they can get the help that's needed.
Now, HILS has actually been recognised with a number of local and national awards.
Yes, that's right. A whole host of different awards for the way that we care, for the services that we provide. Yeah, just because we want to try and make people's lives better. But I think really the thing that's being recognised is the incredible care that all of our team members show. People work for us because they want to make a difference. And I think that's why we've received awards.
That's lovely, though, isn't it? It just shows about the recognition with that.
Yeah, indeed.
Now, we're talking about Meals on Wheels Week. Now, that runs from the 30th of October until the 4th of November. And are you giving this a big push leading up to that week?
Yes, we are. Now, unfortunately, there are many areas of the country that no longer have a Meals on Wheels service, which I know is quite shocking, but it's one of the things that local authorities have sometimes decided that they don't need to do anymore. The great thing is that in West Sussex, that's not the case, and there is huge commitment for Meals on Wheels, which is fantastic. But because we are the largest provider of Meals on Wheels in the country, we try to really raise the profile and the importance of the service. So we'll be doing lots of things during the week to shout about just how important Meals on Wheels is to people.
HILS is the largest not-for-profit with the meals. How do you manage that? Because obviously you've got huge costs.
Yeah, it's really tough to cover all of the costs involved because, of course, food's gone up enormously and so have utilities and fuel and wages. But we believe that this is such an important service that we just have to do everything we can to try and make it work. Because we're charitable, we can also receive charitable donations and grants, and we try every way we can to make sure that we can support people in need.
Do you work alongside other organisations?
Yes, we do. We work alongside Age UK, and we've just come into West Sussex, so we're getting to know other local charities. But we believe that supporting people is always done better in partnership. So we're really looking forward to getting to know all the other charities in West Sussex who make a difference to people's lives.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting, isn't it? How do you put all that together?
I am the leader and the chief executive, but actually all of the hard work happens amongst our teams.
Oh, well done. That's really nice, isn't it?
Thank you.
Now, you're also an associate member of the Malnutrition Task Force.
Yes, that's right.
What does that involve?
It's a wonderful group that really tries to raise the profile of all of the parts of the care sector that support people with food. I said earlier that people often don't realise that it's not normal to lose weight, but being malnourished and underweight is one of the key things that can affect people's ability to recover from illness and also to stay strong physically. So the Malnutrition Task Force has been set up and funded by various partners to really get the message out there and also to try and influence government and local authorities too, to really invest in meal services to support people so that they don't go without good nourishment, particularly when they're getting older.
Oh, definitely, because they won't tell anybody, will they, in a lot of cases?
Absolutely. Yes, people just assume that their appetite is not as good as it used to be, and they don't worry too much about not eating as much. But it really does matter, because if you want to stay strong physically and you want to stay active, you've also got to have the right nourishment to be able to do so.
When they deliver the meals, are they also able to give the people their medication?
In Hertfordshire, we also provide a medication prompt when the meal is delivered, so we can remind people to take that. This is something that we hope we're going to be able to do in West Sussex soon as well. In Hertfordshire, we're able to provide a wide range of additional services, exercise support and advocacy and day centres. We are new to West Sussex, but we hope very much that we'll be able to work with local partners to start all of these services as well, so that we can provide lots of additional help.
Over the past years, I have spoken to Appetito, and I believe you're still working alongside of them, are you?
Yes, Appetito have done an amazing job delivering Meals on Wheels, but actually their specialism is actually creating the food. So they make wonderful meals that are really nutritious, and they are specializing in that. We're very pleased to be taking over from them in West Sussex, and we're going to be doing the meal delivery. So we're going to be doing all of the daily checks and meal deliveries, but we'll still be using Appetito's lovely food.
When they've explained to me what they're actually taking out as the food, it sounds amazing.
It is. It's really good. And people can choose from a wide menu or even a personalized menu to make sure that they always have things that they really enjoy eating.
Is there a charge for this from those people?
Yes, there is. And we wish that there wasn't, but we, obviously have to cover all of our costs and pay our teams who work so hard. So the price for the hot meal and dessert that's delivered daily is £6.99. And if someone wants a tea pack as well, that is £3.40. But if anyone is ever worried about affording food, we can put them in touch with other charities who can make sure that they're receiving all of the benefits that they are entitled to, and can get extra help if they're worried about paying for bills.
Now, just going back to the Malnutrition Task Force, when was that established?
It was established 6 or 7 years ago. It's done a number of things. In fact, just a few weeks ago, the Malnutrition Awareness Week ran, when it was really trying to raise the issues around malnutrition across the UK. And lots of different activities went on. The one thing I'd say, if anyone is worried about losing weight, if they're worried that perhaps they're not eating enough or something has changed from the way that they used to eat, please get in touch with us at HILS, or please perhaps raise it with the person who deals with your health normally. Perhaps speak to a family member or to your GP next time you go to see them, because we really do need to be tackling people who are losing weight and not meaning to do so.
Oh, that's a very, very good point there. Now, who actually get involved with this task force?
Well, there are a number of sort of funding partners, but then a whole range of different people. So BAPN, which is an organisation which is trying to tackle malnutrition. Appetito are also involved as a funding partner as well. But then we have quite a few academics and people who are researching malnutrition. Thank goodness a lot of professors and people who study nutrition are also interested in trying to help people to stay well and stop losing weight. So they are also involved as well.
Sarah, it's been so lovely to talk to you this morning and find out all what's going on. And can you just say, what area do you cover?
We cover the entire area of West Sussex. So wherever someone lives, if they live in one of the more rural areas or if they live in one of the urban areas, wherever you are, if you need Meals on Wheels, we will get out to you and make sure that we bring you wonderful, nutritious food. And we'll also do it with a caring welfare check each day.
Couldn't be better, could it?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely, Sarah. Thank you for giving us all this information. And there could be just, people out there listening and they're worried about a parent or parents, and they can hear you this morning and you've explained it extremely well. So thank you very much.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Take care.
And you, Sarah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.